Welcome. Let's begin today with one cleansing breath. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to continue talking about ketamine, particularly those little kits that we can buy online. There's a lot of different companies that are producing these right now, and I know a lot of us have them or we're thinking about them. So I am here to help you navigate that journey and figure out whether or not this is right for you and what it all entails. So today we're talking about setting. So, what is the setting? The setting is actually the environment that we create for this moment. The more we can pour ourselves into it, the more we can add the little extras, the little yummy bits that are more aligned with who we are, the better the outcome is going to be. If we own the medicine, if we have expectation that it will help us, then it is likely to help us. So let's prepare the setting in a beautiful, beautiful way. So I have a lot of tips and tricks. It's going to be more than one video because I love the setting component of this. This is where you get to add your creativity and who you are into your journey into a healthier lifestyle. So anyways, today we're going to talk about the setting. I prefer to do my ketamine experiences in my bedroom. I have an adjustable bed and it works perfectly for this because I can put it on the TV mode while I'm dosing and then I can relax into a lounge position. We don't really want to be all the way flat. The reason why is sometimes it can cause us to fall asleep. So we don't really want to sleep through the ketamine journey. We want to be awake for that. So if we can be more at a little bit of an angle, put a couple of pillows behind you, one maybe behind your shoulders and then maybe two behind your head, or something that makes you more at an angle, then that's going to be more advantageous. A couch also works. Anything that you have in your space. You know what resources you have, and we can always make those work. So just work with what you have. So that would be the bed or the container that we're holding ourselves in. We want to have some soft blankets, beautiful pillows. I like aromatherapy. Maybe you would like that as well. We do not want to be using candles for aromatherapy. And the reason why is because it's a little bit dangerous and we can be a little bit wobbly when we're going into the experience and when we're coming out of the experience. And sometimes, if for whatever reason we get interrupted during the experience, some things we perceive them as being something else. I have an example that I perceived that my headphones were two flowers coming up from the rainforest so that I could listen to the rainforest. I broke my headphones. And those are the kinds of things that can happen. So we don't want to have anything dangerous in our environment. So for candles, for a setting, we definitely want to use the LED types or that type so that way we're in a safer space. Okay, and but as far as aromatherapy goes, I use a warmer. You can use diffusers, whatever is right for you, or just simply a plug-in. That works as well. So whatever works for you. I enjoy some aromatherapy. If you're a purist, you can get online and find the right oils that go with the themes that you're working on. If you're less of a purist, I'm not much of a purist in that respect, but I like some more deep, heavy scents. And I use one particular one for when I'm doing my ketamine experiences. And then every time I smell that fragrance, I remember those journeys. And it's just a lovely, lovely aroma recall that I can have. So then there's some other things that we can do. We can also add some googly glasses. If you're using Better You, they actually send you some cute little glasses in your kit. Here, this is what they look like. Any light source that you look at, it looks like hearts. It is very cool. This is to get you, your mind in a psychedelic space while you're dosing. I enjoy using these, but I also bought these on just Amazon. I think they're called festival glasses, and they have two different diffusers on them, and I enjoy using both of those. I use all three, to tell you the truth, just depending on how I'm feeling. But anyway, this will change the reflection or the refraction of light, which will alter it. And that is an altered state of viewing, which will give you an altered state so that you can go into the ketamine journey more easily. All right, so that is that. Now the blankets, we want to be, your blood pressure goes up just slightly when you're first dosing. So you may become a little bit warm. So you don't want too heavy of a blanket, but you definitely want something that is right for you. Maybe you're not a blanket person at all, so maybe you don't need a blanket, but something that makes you feel warm and secure. I personally have a certain amount of anxiety. I like to use a weighted stuffed animal rather than a weighted blanket. I live in Texas, and a weighted blanket can be very hot here. And so I don't really enjoy a weighted blanket. I enjoy the feeling, but I can't use it long term because of the heat. So I found these lovely stuffed animals. This one is a 10-pounder, and he goes with me on most every journey I have. And I put him right here on my tummy, and it really just takes away all that anxiety. It's like a nice hug. We also have one that is a lighter weighted dog that you can use on your chest if that's where you feel more of your anxiety. She's only 5 pounds. This guy's 10 pounds. So, you do what feels right for you. It can really help you feel grounded, particularly when you're coming out of the experience. So this is the reason why we might want to think about using a weighted stuffed animal. If you don't have that, you're welcome to get like a weight plate from your gym or wherever you work out and wrap it up in a towel or a blanket and put that on your belly as well. All of that works. Just a little bit of something to ground you as you're coming out of the experience. There is also some other lights that I like to use. This is one of the lights. I just bought this at the Dollar Tree in that $5 section. It makes kind of some crazy disco lights. I use this sometimes while I'm dosing, as well as this cool planetarium style one. This has a little disc in it so you can change which planetarium look you're looking at. I like just the particular night sky, but they have a variety of choices. And these are actually very nice and very fancy. They are a little pricey, so I'd wait for a deal before I would buy these outright. And the little disc can also be pricey. So this is more of an investment. So, you do you, right? And then the other type that is actually pretty inexpensive, I use it kind of here as my backlight here, is this style. I love these. They're cordless, so if you have an environment where you're dosing where you don't have a lot of space, that type can be really nice because it's cordless. You can charge it up and then use it for your experience. We're doing all of these things so that we can prepare the mind for the psychedelic experience. This is the setting. This is the part that we're talking about today. And then finally, I have a small LED candle here. We don't want to use real candles, as we talked about, because of the danger. So this is just a little LED candle. They make them in all shapes and styles. Again, cordless, so it really works nicely. We also want to put all of our things that we're going to need, our spit cup, maybe a small towel to wipe our mouths, our dosing cup, any kind of music that you're going to be using. If you're going to be using your phone to channel the music, then you would probably like to have your phone there as well, with your headphones or your earbuds, whichever works for you. So anyway, that was today's talk about setting. I will be having more videos about setting because we can continue to add to the setting. This is our part. This is our creative part. And if we do this with true reverence and we really do our settings in a way that is advantageous to who we are going to have a better experience. So I want to thank you again for joining me. Please like and subscribe. This is a brand new channel, and I am on a mission to heal communities, and I would appreciate your support in that mission. Anyway, thanks again for bringing me both your heart and your head, and let's stay intentional.